Hey guys, this is Angela from MagdasArtStudio coming to you with the first of 3 grimoires that will be in a series this style with this cover. It's all handmade. This is the side of the book. I am actually doing this collaboration with Mary Rodemoyer from Yama Yoga Store and yamayogastore.com. So these are going into her shop, but let me go ahead and get started on it. It fastens with a clasp that has the elements, the sun, the moon, and the star all on it. And then once it's opened up, this is the beginning of the book. It has a vellum sheet, the Book of Shadows, and there's a small feather here, but it's in with washi tape. It can always be removed, no problem. I've done hand stitching and machine stitching throughout the book. As you'll see, everything is all coffee dyed papers that have been done by hand, as well as other elements that I've made, and I'll go through as I'm walking through the book. This is just a clear embossing of a leaf on this side. There's lots of room for writing. There's 32 spell pages that are blank spell pages in here, as well as other spells that I've included in it. Most of them you can take out, you can move around, but I'll show you as we get further in. So Book of Shadows Blessing. This is one of the spell pages. This is just a little belly band for anything you're working on. You can slide it in here, you can slide envelope in here. Several pieces of paper folded up will go in here as well to give you extra space for writing. This is the belly band that contains the lunar calendar coming up for 2020. And new ones for this will be available in the store each year as it progresses on. This is the holiday calendar. This book contains 120 pages, front and back, for writing. There's another one of the blank spell pages. It has the spell title, spell purpose, when to cast, when to perform, ingredients, variations. Plenty of room on the sides to write, space to write on the top and bottom as well. And by the power of 3, so mote it be. This is also coffee stained lace as well. Inside there's elemental information, there's information, all the lunar information. You'll find divination information. As I walk through, I'll show each of them. Here it shows the lunar cycle as well as each of the moons. You've got the dark moon, full moon, waxing and waning, and the new moon. Each page has loads of information in it. It has the herbs, minerals, crystals, colors, best spells to cast at that time, and it also includes a recipe, an oil recipe. Like this is the new moon oil recipe. This is the waxing, or waning. So you'll get it on each page. Lots of information for you. More room to write. This is just a little tuck corner here. And some information on amulets. And then there's enough room on the back where you can write, you know, amulets that you pick up, what worked for you, what didn't, so that you'll keep track of everything. More spell papers. This, I did leave this blank, but this is an actual pocket. So you can label this, you can make it whatever you want. There's a full page pocket that you can put whatever you would like to in it and store. And on the end of it is just a little star. It's hanging on the edge. This is some green satin leaf trim. I tried to give it as much natural elements as I possibly could. Some more spell work. This flips out and it has all the Rune Binding information on it. So you have that as well. So you can not only write here, but you can write on this side and this one as well. It's attached to the page. Flip open. More writing, more stitching. On this side is another piece of vellum with the moon on it. Let me start this section. Now this is a card with information for lavender on it. On the back of each of these cards or beside of it, you'll find information for that particular herb. So everything from the flowers to how to do the essential oils for infusions, mouthwash, tinctures, creams, oils, everything will be included on the cards for each of the herbs. And also, so that you know, this is each of these books, or each section, there's 3 signatures in this. You see the 3 signatures at the top. And I've done them in a traveler's notebook style, so there's actually space here. So all you have to do is you can add your own coffee dyed paper, notebook paper, whatever paper you want to use. You can add to this book in each section. Plus, on this side, there's actually an extra one here, so you could add a whole nother signature of blank papers to it, or however you would like to do it, because this is your book of shadows and they're very personal, and this way you can add to it. You can take out pages, you can move them around. They are not sewn together. They're made so that you can move them about as you would like to. In this section is there's not only spell information, but there's also recipes in each one. Four Thieves Vinegar is this one. It'll tell you how to use it, all the different ways of using it, what it's good for, the history of it, the things that you'll need for it, exactly how to set it up. And then I've included small envelopes that'll have the herbs inside of them that are from my herb garden. So there's thyme, rosemary, lavender, and we'll see what else as I get through here. This is some natural botanical coffee dyeing that I did with leaves and herbs and plants from my garden and my backyard. Just a little lace tab at the top. More space for writing, more spell work. There's rosemary on this side. It tucks in here, and there's plenty of room in this pocket to put any kind of information you want, add extra pages. This is a recipe for Hungary water from the country. And just a lace butterfly that's also been coffee stained. Here's for angel water, and here is the bag that will contain lavender. And it's just a little tag. You take it out, use it wherever, use it as a bookmark, whatever you like to do. Spell papers, spell work. Some more of that botanical paper. It's throughout as well. Here is the recipe for house blessing oil. It tells you about the religious as well as magical traditions of how that was used. It requires juniper, so I added the card in here with the information on juniper, how to use the berries, how to use the roots. And then there's more room on the back for writing and taking your notes. And on this kind of paper, this is dark paper, but what looks really good on it is any of the metallic pen. So or even white, you could use white pen, or you can use the metallic, the silver, the gold, rose gold, any of that will look really good on this. And again, this is another pocket. Some more little lace trim. Here is the recipe for Florida water, and you know what I forgot? Okay, so I have a little bag, a little organza bag that's going to be on this page that will include, it'll have whole cloves in it, because this recipe for the Florida water actually asks for whole cloves. So it'll have whole cloves in there. So the book's going to smell pretty good. Between thyme, rosemary, lavender, cloves, it's gonna smell pretty good by the time it gets to your house. And then flip that over, and this is some more of the herbs that are here. And as you flip these will each flip up, they'll flip over, so you've got room to write underneath of each of them. But you also have underneath of it the actions of what it is, how to use the root, how to use the flowers, making syrups, tinctures, washes, oils, and so forth for each of these. This is just a pocket. I don't know if it'll pick up on camera, but this is actually a metallic look to it. It has, I've used a glimmer mist type spray on this. So, and this is just a pocket. Here is a spell for charging water. And then this is the Wiccan Serenity Prayer. And this is just another card inside of it. It says, sweep, sweep, sweep the ground, negative energies shall be bound. And just a little spell for using a broom. Kind of an idea of where the whole broom idea came from. Looking through. Here's another journaling spot. Again, you can write on this with metallic pens or white pens. You've got the same space on the back. And these are all, you know, clipped in, so they're movable, and you can move them from pocket to pocket or wherever you like to have them, or take them out, whatever you choose to do. It's your book. Here's a healing spell. Here's some more of that shimmer paper. More spell pages. More of the satin leafing. More coffee stained paper. Spell papers. Lace. Some palmistry information. The mysteries of astrology. And then this is a pocket. This is another center where you can add extra papers if you would like, but this actually flips open. And it's just two little pockets here. So one of them just has an old vintage photo. Witch photo. Here's the happiness spell. And then it's made out of music paper. And then when you flip it over, it's hand or machine stitching on it that I've done. Here's information on an abundance jar. And then any abundance jar recipes that you have, you can always turn it over, flip it over, and just put them in the back. So you can include it right there all together. And then this is the moon glyphs. So you have that, and here is a little book with the Elemental Correspondences. It'll also give you lots of information on this. And you've got spirit, air, earth, fire, and water. And that goes right in this pocket. Always when you try to do it on camera, right? All right, there we go. And put this over. More writing space, more spell papers. Little lace tabs are throughout. This is information, Arcana, herbs, and crystals. So it gives you all the information that you need on that goes with your tarot cards. More of the eco-dyed paper. Let's turn it this way. And on this side, this is just a pocket. Goddess picture here, and then here is methods of divination. It's printed out on coffee stained paper for you as well. You have plenty of room on the back to write. And then inside, because I do have all of the pockets and there's cards and things in there, and I'm sure you don't want to take it all out whenever you want to write, I've included a dashboard, and this is just lots of the symbols and stuff, as well as astrology symbols, Wiccan symbols, and you can just put this, it'll slide in between the pages, and then it'll give you a flat surface to write on, and you can use that throughout the book wherever you would like, and that's included and slipped in the back. And then also included with the Grimoire is a small bag of crystals. There's tiger eye, rose quartz, amethyst, and several other inside, so that also comes with it. And that's it. So this is book 1 from the 3 series of Grimoires.